Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is the final level of The Empire Strikes Back. And we are going to be off and fighting our dad Darth Vader, spoiler alert. And first we need to get the stupid X-Wing outside of the swamp. So Luke, as normal, is going to fail it, and then Yoda's going to help us out while Luke claps excitedly in the background, which is something that I do not remember from the movies. And once the X-Wing is free, we can, through the power of editing, skip all the cutscenes that will lead us into space, and then make our way to defeat Darth Vader in the Death Star yet again. Or not Death Star. Where is he? He's still on Bespin, isn't he, right now? Okay, and this will be the Revelations level, so that's the main level of the video, and we're immediately here with Darth Vader. So yet again, player 2 is very much left kind of alone now. So he can actually be useful if you do have a player 2. They can be useful and they can do some damage as R2-D2 against Darth Vader, but for the most part, most of the damage is going to be done by Luke, and Darth Vader's going to have a bunch of moves that you are going to see from this point until the end of the game. So a big popular one among these lightsaber bosses is to make some kind of AoE or red bar on the ground and then charge at you or slam onto you. And it's best if you just jump out of that, something I'm not going to be too great at yet, but later on I'll never miss one of those, believe me. And you can also throw your lightsaber, and that's normally done, I think, just by holding left trigger and then right trigger to throw it. Might be a different combination depending on the controller that you're using. And the lightsaber throw tends to do a lot of damage, especially when they're pretty far away. Otherwise, when you're fighting them up close, they tend to block you a lot of the time, so you don't get quite as much damage in, and it just takes a little bit longer. So Darth Vader has many phases because we have to fight all around this. What happened here? They did that to Han Solo. We have to fight all around the whatever this place is called, the Carbonite Freezing Machine Factory. And when Luke is down here, I think R2-D2 needs to free him, so that's what my brother is doing on the right screen there. That's just one of the terminals that is up on top. And that was one of the larger puzzles that it's not actually any bigger, but it just felt like a harder one because the lines looked a little bit more complicated. I don't know. Whatever. R2-D2 can free Luke, so at least he got to actually do something, and then we're going to go right back to fighting Darth Vader. So yet another quick time event, just mash the button and then knock Vader down here, and he will bust open this giant hole in the wall. And now we need to open that up so we can follow him. So how is that done? Well, it's a Lego game, so we're going to blow up all the Lego boxes and then build whatever pieces show up, or activate the terminals that appear once everything's cleared, or in some cases you don't even have to do any of that, you just activate the terminal. But for this one, we use R2-D2 to turn it on, and that should eventually... Oh, right. We do need to come over here and open up the box, so we'll do this like Qui-Gon Jinn, just stick it inside the wall and make any kind of shape. You can actually go like back and forth on that part. You don't have to make a big square or circle or anything. You can sometimes just go back and forth really quick and it'll assume that you matched. I think you just have to like get the beginning point of your lightsaber and the end of it to match for the wall to open up. But anyway, we'll head on down this tube, and R2-D2 for some reason can pull down those hooks like people with guns can, so that's strange. And then there will be a button that I'll need to stand on, and then we can switch to R2. I don't know, it's telling me to switch to R2-D2. That's what left bumper does, is it switches characters, but I can't because my brother's playing, so I don't really know what that's about. But anyway, once someone stands on the button and then jumps on that lever on the left side, eventually this door will open up and we can slide on down. And then we can find Darth Vader soon again, hopefully. He's going to be down the pathway here. There's going to be a couple of doors. And also some very slow walking. I'm not really sure why they felt the need to make us walk super slow. Okay, we're not at the door part yet, so Darth Vader's going to try to ambush us and he'll be behind us. That's okay, that's no big deal. He will pull us toward him, and then we have to pummel away at his health yet again. So most bosses, you'll see they have that health bar at the top and then the shield below it, and that shield is another health bar. So this guy's got 2 or 3, I forget exactly if, I think he's got 3 total. And there's going to be some enemies later that have quite a bit more, but the fighting is pretty much exactly the same no matter which boss you are fighting, so that's kind of boring in some way, but I don't know, I guess if you're someone who doesn't like thinking too hard, it's not too bad either. Here we need to wait for Darth Vader to pick up items to throw at us, and once he doesn't hit us a few times, he's gonna stop and then we can just keep hitting him with our lightsaber. Kind of a wonky fight still as it goes, and then we can pummel away and take out a lot of his health very quickly. I'm a little bit surprised I defeated him that dang fast. And once that health bar is down, he's gonna throw some pieces off the wall to us. And yet another quick time event, because what else would they do? More objects, just giving Luke all the concussions in the world that we possibly can, and then the glass is gonna break.
Must remember what Yoda taught me. No anger, no fear.
Did you see that button? That X button? It was like at the bottom left side of the screen. I couldn't figure out where it wanted to go and then showed up. That was really weird. And here is going to be the outside of the arena, so we need to work our way toward Darth Vader yet again. And this is, it's not a super long level, but they did sure find some ways to stall the fight, although at least, in my opinion, they put some effort into this one. Some of the boss fights, especially later on, feel super weak, but this one, they at least made a pretty good effort to make it feel like the movie. I just wish the whole game was like this. Now we have wall running here that I don't think we've actually done yet either, and Luke in his untrained state is a master force wall runner. And then R2-D2 is going to pull down the hook on the bottom of these platforms, and for some reason pulling down one of them is going to pull down all of them, and that will allow him to get over. And then we're going to need him to pull down the wall here. So if you notice, when you actually hook onto something, it tells you to push B after the circle goes inside of the inner circle. You don't actually have to do that. It just stuns you for like a half a second if you just push it right away. I'd rather not wait on the circle because I think it's kind of dumb to have a quick time event when I just want to pull a hook down and it's something you have to do often. And I guess my brother felt that way too. Okay, here are the doors that I mentioned earlier in this hallway. So there's some pretty funny events we're going to see. If we go onto the left door, we'll see those Pilates, is that what Pilates is? I don't actually know what Pilates is, but we'll see the Pilates stormtroopers. And we'll see a whole bunch of capes, which is actually a pretty cool room. I thought they did a good job of this one. That'd be kind of cool to have in real life, you gotta admit it. And then we'll come on down to the hallway. We have to walk slow for some reason. I don't know why they did that again. And we'll open up this door. Okay. We'll see some weird Bespin creatures playing cards. I guess they lost. And then there's Darth Vader. I don't know why you're scared, Luke. You're the one who came here. You're the one who wanted to fight him and save your friends. And now we're going to go through the final fight of the level. And I think they did a pretty good job. It looks pretty cool. It felt kind of like I was actually getting beat up by Darth Vader there. And then he's going to run all the way down here because that's where the movie takes place, of course. And he sends me back because he's got to position me just correctly for the cutscene so he can chuck me through the gate. And now we are on the bridge. He's going to throw me back even further. We're going to fight a little bit more. He doesn't have a health bar anymore, so we just got to follow the quick time events. In the meantime, the player 2 can deal with the Pilates stormtroopers if they so want to. And then back on the left screen, we can finally take out Darth Vader's final health bar. And we're just going to dodge his attacks, try to keep out of the way of his swings, try to hit him when he's not blocking. And I found it best if the bosses are blocking, just throw your lightsaber at them a bunch of times. It's not something that I do very well yet, but I will improve as time goes on, of course. And once we take care of the rest of Darth Vader's health bar, that'll be the end of the level and the final level of this movie.